Okay. I think I finally figured out how I'm going to start posting consistently. Guys, I have a problem, okay? And if you're the kind of person who has 1,000 ideas, starts a million things, wants everything to be perfect, and somehow ends up finishing none of them, I think you might understand exactly what I'm about to talk about because I love creating and I also like storytelling, and I love making cinematic content. Like, I found a new passion for it now, and I love sitting down with ideas and figuring out how I can turn it into something like that's beautiful and meaningful. But that's also kind of my problem because I want everything to be so good that sometimes I'll work on one video, right, for days. And then that day turn into like weeks and then sometimes even months. I know some of you guys, probably are guilty of this too. And the content is still sitting on my computer. Like, for instance, I have like thousands of footages on my computer that I still need to get through. If you're new here, my name is Obel. I'm a new mom, a creative, and an entrepreneur. And honestly, I'm just trying to build the things that I believe God has called me to build without letting perfectionism keep getting in the way, Yeah. So I'm sorry, I just went blank there. But now, adding being a new mom into the equation, getting distracted easily, and I'm, learning DaVinci, how to use CapCut, and I have a million ideas in my head. Yeah, it's a lot. It's just I don't wish this on anybody because it's just a lot to navigate. And I also want to give a little shout out here. I want to give a little shout out to my friends Amanda and Sammy, because I've been encouraging them to like create content and stay consistent, right? And now they're actually doing it and they're posting every day. They're like showing up and they're doing such an amazing job, which I enjoy watching their content. And ironically, watching them has been holding me accountable. So definitely go check them out. Their channel is called Blooming with the Brainveils. But honestly, like, seeing them showing up made me realize that I needed to figure out what consistency could look like for my life right now. Because obviously, like I mentioned before, I'm a new mom and life definitely looks kind of different. Even though before I've still had a problem with consistency, I don't want to just blame me having a kid now for not being consistent, because a lot of parents have kids and they're still being consistent. But at the same time, I still know that I'm supposed to be doing this, right? And recently, I was actually praying about it. I was basically asking God. I was like, okay, God, I need you to help me crack this code, because I don't want to stop creating the kind of content that I want to create. I still want the storytelling. I still want the cinematic videos, and I still want to make things that actually mean something. And those really takes a lot of time to create, and a lot of patience. And I also want to show up consistently. And then I had this thought. Why am I only showing you guys the finished product? Because almost every single day, I'm sitting right here at this desk working on something. Like, I'm editing, I'm learning, like I said, learning DaVinci Resolve and how to do certain things on there. I'm coming up with like different ideas. I'm changing ideas, and I'm probably overthinking an idea because that's typical Obel. And I'm figuring out, my business. I'm working on my business. I'm working on YouTube. I'm trying to create while also being a new mom, which I mentioned 3 times. I hope that this doesn't feel like I'm blaming me being a new mom for the lack of consistency. But anyway, there's an entire story happening before the story ever gets posted, is the point that I'm trying to say. So why not show you that too? Okay, and that's what this video is basically is. I think I'm gonna call this series. I'm calling this Creative in Progress. Maybe that'll be the name. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, but so far that's what I came up with. This is basically going to be the unpolished side of everything I'm building and creating. Sometimes I'll show you what I'm editing. Sometimes we'll talk about why I've been staring at the same 30 seconds of a video for 2 hours. Sometimes I'll show you something I'm trying to learn. Sometimes we might even talk about motherhood, creativity, faith, business, perfectionism, whatever it is actually happening behind the scenes that week. And the biggest rule I'm giving myself for this, though, I'm not allowed to overproduce this. Because knowing me, y'all, I'll create a series about overcoming perfectionism and then spend 3 weeks editing the episode about perfectionism. Absolutely not. This is not going to happen. Not this time. So these videos are supposed to be simple. I just come and sit down, turn on the camera, talk to you guys, show you what I'm working on, edit it as minimalistic as possible, as minimally edited is what I'm trying to say, as possible, post it, and keep moving. Actually, I already know what the first project we're going to work through together is. This, I guess I'll insert the B-roll there. But yeah, guys, my Dubai birthday trip, like, it's been sitting on my archives for some time now, and I need to edit it, and I'm still editing it, and I'm still figuring this out. This is why I'm coming here, and instead of waiting weeks again to post, I'm doing this video letting you know that I want to share the journey of learning and posting and creating with you. I have so much travel content sitting on my hard drive that I've never posted, and right now I'm finally working on my Dubai trip, which I mentioned, and turning it into like a mini 3-part series, and I really want to tell you that story well. And yes, I want it to be cinematic, like I mentioned. I want it to be like a storytelling, which is exactly why this series needs to exist. So in the next Creative in Progress, I'm going to take you behind the scenes while I'm actually editing the Dubai series, and then I'll show you what I'm doing, what I'm learning, and how I'm putting the story together. And I'll give you some kind of context for why this video has taken so long to finish in the first place, because I know my friends are waiting for it. Amanda, I know. My sister, Naika, I know. So you'll probably get to see some of these projects while they're still messy and unfinished. And then hopefully when the finished videos eventually come out, you'll be able to look at them and say, oh, I remember when she was working on that. And maybe this will like keep me accountable too, guys, because now you guys know I'm working on it, so I actually have to finish it this time. And I know consistency can be difficult for creatives. At least it is for me. I don't know about you guys out here doing it out there. Good job, keep it up. But I get distracted very easily, and I have a million ideas going through my head. I think I may have a diagnosed ADHD. I keep saying that a lot. And then you add my perfectionism on top of that. Yeah, a whole mess. But I also don't want to use any of those things as an excuse not to do what I believe I'm called to do. So I don't know exactly what this series is going to become yet, y'all. I'm just trying this out because I think it's gonna help me. Matter of fact, this video, I'm recording it today and it's coming out tomorrow. Period. And I think that's kind of the point, okay? I'm creating, I'm gonna be learning, I'm becoming better at this, and I'm trying to build something meaningful while figuring out motherhood and life at the same time. And instead of waiting until I've mastered everything to show you, you can watch me figure it out. And if you're creative who's anything like me, that has so many ideas, that get easily distracted, and is a perfectionist and constantly working on things nobody has ever seen yet, I know somebody's watching this gonna know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You know who you are if you see this video. Maybe we can keep each other accountable. You work on your thing and I'll work on mine. And we'll meet back here next week. Okay? All right. You got the gist. You got the gist. But anyway, guys, if you guys enjoy this kind of behind the scene content, or if you understand what I'm saying and you can relate to it, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up so you can boost it, because we're trying to grow too. And that's one of the things, I don't want to keep rambling about this, but it's kind of like growth is not going to happen if I'm not consistent. And so this is my way of doing something that I think that can help me crack the code of not being consistent, because now I'm like showing the process and I can always just turn on this video, turn on the camera, and just keep talking, right? And so, all right, guys, share this with somebody who might relate to this, and let's continue to support each other through this process, because I think this series is going to be really good for me. I hope it's good for you too and helps motivate you, not because everything is gonna be perfect or anything, but because I'm finally giving myself permission to create and post while I'm still figuring things out. So welcome to Creative in Progress. Let's see what we build. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Oh.